So recently I got a request on how do you make those laser bass sounds found on tracks by Culture Shock, as well as recent tracks such as Kanine's remix of On and On and his collaboration with 𝗦𝗙𝗦𝗦 called Ascension. It's real easy, so let's just dive right in. First and foremost, let's pull up an instance of Serum 2. What you want to start off with is an awesome wavetable with a wide range of frequencies and timbre. So one that I really like is the Modular 18 wavetable, and this is one of Serum 2's new analog wavetables. Now don't just copy me, I encourage you guys to find other wavetables that can sound similar. You're looking something with a full range of frequencies and timbre. So with the Modular 18, now let's use the wavetable position and find the right sound. So this is important. Having a good starting point in terms of source sound will dictate how the rest of your sound design session will go. So adjust the wavetable until you hear something great. Those are good. That also sounds really nice. That sounds really delicious. Those are all really good options. So use this technique, listen critically to the wavetable and look for a position that sounds full. And for this one, it sounds almost like a laser from the start. There's tons of wavetables in Serum 2 that has this kind of characteristic, so do explore. All right, so that's great. We have a good starting point for our sound design. Now with these new laser sounds, there's almost a swooshy attack to them. So to recreate that kind of swooshy or whooshy attack as the laser comes in, we're going to employ LFO4 as an envelope, so only cycles once. And we're going to be using some of the wavetable warping parameters. Namely, anything under Alt Warp will work. The bend works really well as well. We'll just go through a bunch of them so you can hear what is happening to the wavetable. Essentially, what these Alt Warp does is it warps the shape of the waveform. For example, the asymmetrical changes the center point of the wave shape. You see how that movement almost makes it sound like that swooshy laser found in Culture Shock's track? So this is the process. We want to modulate this parameter to create movement. So using LFO4, we can pull this into the warp mode and then adjust accordingly. So you may want to adjust the amount until it sounds just right. Also, the time of your LFO is important. So I have the rate set at a half note. So essentially that's 2 beats. Maybe you want it faster at quarter notes. So those are the 2 most important steps of this sound, is to using your LFO to modulate the warping amount, as well as adjusting the time of your LFO, as well as the shape. You may want to play with the shape, and that will adjust how the movement is articulated. Now, this is going from this maximum amount down to the bottom. You may want to adjust the destination amount, like that. Or it may sound better going the other way around like that. So this is important, where you have to explore to find which one gives you the right sound. That's pretty good too. But actually, the negative polarity sounds better. And each one gives you a different result. Let's try the bend. Let's have it go the normal direction. Bend negative. Let's try the other way. Bend plus minus. That sounds pretty good. Let's try PWM, which means pulse width modulation. And this one sounds a lot like the Culture Shock style. You might want to adjust the amount. Very nice. Let's try the asymmetrical. Sounds really good. Negative. Let's try the other way. Plus and minus. This one's really good. Really has that Culture Shock sound. Flip is interesting. It flips the, I guess, the positive negative polarity of the waveform. Sounds less like what we want. I find mirror really good. This is very Culture Shocky. So those are the ones I like most. The mirror is very good. The pulse width modulation also gives us the results we want. The asymmetrical plus and minus also has that sound. Some of the other straight bend and asymmetrical works too. Let's play the quantize. That's interesting. So these are interesting. Not exactly the sound that is the Culture Shock sound, but why not venture outside and create your own sound? So I would even experiment with some of these other ones, but we'll just keep to our focus of topic today, which is these laser sounds. By the way, if you're looking for more Serum presets, check out my gnarly Serum preset pack volume 2. Here's a few sick presets from it. Love this acid preset. Learn more about Gnarly Volume 2 down in the links below. All right, so that's the foundation of the laser sound, and everything else we're gonna do here is pretty much added sauce to spice up the sound. You can add filters to adjust the sound. I love using the phaser filters. Essentially what this does is it's almost like adding an EQ or a notch to the waveform. It almost makes it sound nasal. So before, after. And that's kind of cool. You might even adding movement by dragging the LFO to the cutoff filter. Maybe you want to adjust the mix of the filter. Pretty nice. And lovely that Serum 2 has dual filters. You may want to add another one. Perhaps you want to add some of the format filters, which we talked about in a previous video on 10 Serum hacks for dirty bass in 2025. For this one, you're gonna have to modulate the cutoff to make it sound like a voice. But we won't venture there for now. Let's just keep it to the original sound. By the way, if you want the preset that we're using today, check the links down below. Now, popping into the effects, you may want to add some distortion to beef it up. And I like using the tube distortion. Soft clip, hard clip, diode 1 and 2 are also really good. I also like the new soft sat, overdrive, and tape saturation. I've seen some producers use the sine shaper as well for a pretty cool result. I'm just gonna stick to the tube for today. You may want to beef it up even more by adding some multi-band compression, and this might drive it over the top, so we may want to adjust the level. All right, adding perhaps another filter. And here I'm just high passing some of the low frequencies because we're going to be adding a sub bass underneath. If you want to make it sound gritty, here's a trick. Add another distortion effect and choose down sample. So this is more like a bit reduction effect. Makes it sound a little more gritty if that's what you want. But we'll just keep it like this. And this is the basis of our sound, and then we'll move on to adding the sub bass. So for the sub bass, we're employing a separate instance of Serum. This gives a little more control into arrangement and perhaps any additional effects, or maybe you want to even play the sub at a different rhythm of the top bass and mid bass. So I love Serum 2's new waveforms, especially the perfect 808 shapes. This one's really good for sub bass. The clip sine wave here is really good, but even this one here sounds really warm. A neat trick I like to use recently is adding a tube soft clip or hard clip on the waveform directly. And this makes the sub bass sound a little more audible. Now back to the main sound. You can always add additional effects. So I added riff as an additional layer of distortion and just adjusting the dry wet. Now it's super loud, so you want to bring it down. And then I'm just shaving off some of the bottom end from that mid bass and then shaping some of the mids here. Now I decided to change the wavetable position of the mid laser bass sound. So I'm more around this area here for this sound. And we're choosing the asymmetrical plus and minus. I find this one has that whooshy effect similar to the Culture Shock and Kanine laser sound. So I settled with that. And with the sub bass together, this is how the bass sounds. pretty nasty. All right, so that's pretty much it. So let's hear the composition with some additional sounds. Here's some drums I created. And at the very first hit, I used this kind of brass hit at the beginning, which is very common and popular today in modern drum and bass. And then I have this little bass switch up here using the long and grotty acid preset from my gnarly Serum 2 preset pack. And then with the drums and everything all together, we have this. And that's the beginnings of a dirty jump up track. Alright, so that's how you recreate the Culture Shock and Kanine laser bass sounds that has been trending. Definitely encourage you guys to explore different wavetables as well as wave shaping modes and try creating new sounds from these techniques. That's what it's all about, pushing the music ahead. My name is 𝗦𝗙𝗘𝗦, music producer for over 25 years with releases on Metalheadz, Hospital Records, and Critical Music. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. And if you're looking for sample packs, preset packs, and Ableton kits to help you along your journey, check out deviantaudio.com, links down below. For more drum and bass sound design videos, check this playlist up here. To learn how to arrange drum and bass, check this playlist up here. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay creative and peace out.